Hello trainers, it's your favorite content creator Ganetto, and today we have a pretty easy team to use for everyone in Ultra League. We're gonna have two Pokemon from their respective community days, so we're gonna have Walrein and Talonflame. If you do not have the excels for Talonflame, I guess something like a Charizard can also put off the work that you need up on the lead. Having access to a Trevenant will also help you a lot, and this Pokemon has been featured quite a few times in the past on certain events like back in Halloween. Walrein here is gonna do massive work on the enemy's Walrein, and I trust my Shadow Walrein only because it is a rank 1 Shadow. If I did not have a rank 1, if I had something like a rank 500 Shadow, then I would go with my normal one, since I want my Walrein to have a little bit more bulk than usual, because it can still deliver with the spammy Icicle Spears. Trevenant is gonna be a very nice closer to have on this team, and you're gonna see in a while that against certain threats like this Swampert over here, you are not gonna have to worry about anything. So this Trevenant, the opponent's Trevenant, fired off a little bit earlier than usual, so it was like, okay, this cannot be a Shadow Ball, we can easily take it here and then proceed into charging up to a double seed bomb, and you can see that the second seed bomb is coming off against this Swampert. Gonna put it on the red because everything is bulkier here. They cannot overfarm at the point that they can threat us, and right now my Talonflame can come in safely using that flame charge and granting us the win. This line of 3 is gonna be super strong. Everyone can use it, as I have already said it, and if you do not have something like a Walrein, well, you can use something like a Lapras. Lapras is also a very nice substitute for that safe sweet spot for the Walrein, because even against its counters, against something like a fighter for example, you can still take a shield out of that Pokemon, because Surf in combination with the Ice Shards are gonna add up in damage, and you are gonna have at least the shield advantage towards your benefit. Having now my Trevenant on the switch against the Nidoqueen, we're gonna beat it down, and we know that the Pidgeot is coming. For some reason I did not fire at all my move, that was a dumb mistake, but I have Walrein which can come in right now, and if we can block the Brave Bird, I think we're gonna be just fine. So they're going for it, and after that they have a Swampert at the back, so a team that was kinda weak to a Walrein, to be honest, and we're gonna have now not only our Walrein here going against this Swampert, but also against that Pidgeot. They know that, we know that, and we're gonna force the quit here. At this point, trainers, be sure to leave a like if you already haven't on this video before you go, and subscribe to the channel because we need your support to make this channel great again. So thank you everyone for supporting the channel, and if you haven't subscribed yet, just do it. It will take just 1 second of your time, and it will be much appreciated. So for the next one, we're facing a very good lead on the face of Registeel. We can still get one-shotted by a Zap Cannon, but overall fire over steals, so we're gonna take the victory eventually. So they bail out to their Walrein. We are down on shields, but our Walrein can reach to a final move here, the Icicle Spear, hopefully taking the shield, but they know better. So they're just gonna go here for the finishing move, the Earthquake. We're gonna put that low the Walrein, which my Talonflame can easily farm down at this point. Having that extra Incinerate can be super good, and because I saw the Swampert, I'm like, let's go with the bait here. They are gonna shield 100% this move, and we have now Trevenant, which is gonna be another great answer not only to Swampert but also to Registeel. So they make an amazing switch to catch my seed bomb. I was not expecting that switch so early, so I'm just gonna throw here my Shadow Ball before they throw a Zap Cannon and debuff me, and I'm in no mood to shield here because I know I can take it and then rely on my Talonflame to finish off the job, because the seed bomb that will come through from my Trevenant will take the shield for sure out of that Swampert. Now Talonflame can come in. We have the time to go for the Brave Bird. They need a double Hydro Cannon, and I doubt they have it because I have already pressed the move, and this is gonna be a very cool CMP that we're gonna lose, but with the shield up, yeah, Brave Bird is gonna land, dealing massive damage to the Shadow Swampert. Perhaps one-shotting at a full health, I'm not sure, but we're gonna take the victory eventually. Now for the next one, we're facing a bad lead on the face of Giratina. How I like to play play this? Well, I go for the maximum amount of incinerates, they fire a move, I take it and then swap out to Trevenant. Trevenant is not gonna be a safe switch overall, but against a certain threat like this Giratina, I like to go in with my Trevenant because it is much easier to provoke out something like a Scrafty. But if they do not have a Scrafty, I'm just gonna stay in against this Giratina and then put off a lot of solid work against this Pokemon. They are not still switching out, so I have the time to go for another Shadow Ball. This time they are gonna take it, they come back with a Registeel, which means they cannot farm us down right on time. We can safely go for a Shadow Ball, dealing a nice amount of work to that Reggie, and now we have Talonflame, which can use its Flame Charge, still pass through Incinerate because that was no CMP at all, and the Zap Cannon has to be blocked. At the back there is a Swampert, I'm just gonna go here for the bait, hopefully they block this, yes they do, and right now I think we are off to a very good way because we have a Walrein at the back with a double Icicle Spear to finish off this Swampert, and we're gonna take another victory because that Registeel doesn't carry a lot of energy on its back. Those Icicle Spears are gonna add up in damage, but we have to be a little bit worried about the move here since it can be a Hydro Cannon to finish us off. We're gonna lose the CMP, and at this point I'm just gonna farm down to a double Icicle Spear, finishing off the Registeel and also the Swampert. That was a fantastic catch on our Trevenant, and that granted us a very nice win, to be honest. So we're gonna proceed into the next one, and you are already seeing that counting moves is gonna help you a lot with this team because you have some Shadow Claws, Powder Snows and Incinerates, which can be really deadly if your opponent cannot handle them right on time. So Icicle Spear is coming through, we're gonna take not the shield, but we're gonna do a lot of damage, putting this Talonflame on the 50%, and that means that one more might be it for the Talonflame to faint. Having one more coming through, they decide to block here, and we have the time to go for another one. This is gonna be super crazy. So at this point I'm like, let's block once more because I'm pretty sure we can outspeed. We need only two more of those Powder Snows to put an end to the reign of that Talonflame. They come back with the Tapu Fini. They cannot finish us off right on time because we have the time to go for that Earthquake. I think that Surf would not be enough to finish us off, and right now they have to fire off a move. If this is gonna be a Moonblast, we're gonna go down, and it's gonna be super good news because we have a Trevenant, they have a Trevenant, we are both down on shields, and I have the upper energy gain, so we're gonna take the victory against this trainer because we did an amazing energy management for our team. Now trainers, it's time to get into the next one with a horrible lead against this Tapu Fini. We have to go into our safe switch, which is gonna be Walrein of course, and we're gonna provoke out an Obstagoon. So Obstagoon not the best option against our Walrein. We do not like to see this Pokemon because it is a pseudo fighter, and of course we have some Icicle Spears to fire off at them. We're gonna most probably take a seal out of them, so I'm like, worst case scenario we win back the switch, and we're gonna align our Trevenant to that Tapu Fini, so we won with this line of 3 the shield advantage, so we happen to have now even shields for this match, and I'm pretty sure we can take a move. Charging up a little bit with that extra Incinerate will provoke out this Tapu Fini, and I'm gonna go with a potential Brave Bird to fire off a lot of damage to the Tapu Fini, bringing it to a point that we can finish off with Trevenant. I decided to let my Talonflame go at this point, keeping my shield for Trevenant, and they have a Talonflame at the back, trainers, so we have to go here for the Shadow Ball. Hopefully we can farm a little bit more energy than usual. Since they can go here for the move, we are gonna block of course because we are gonna go down otherwise, and we can safely go for the total aggressive farm down with those double Seed Bombs. Now we can put an end to this Tapu Fini and grant us another victory. You can see how crazy Trevenant can get on the closing part, especially against a double double threat to our Trevenant. Yeah, I finally said it, because Talonflame is gonna wall down the Trevenant because it is part fire, part flying, but a pure Shadow Ball can really change some things up, and if you can go for it, especially with the energy advantage, this Trevenant will put an end even to a Talonflame or a Charizard. So next one, and we're facing on the switch, I think, this Talonflame. So Icicle Spear is coming through, they are gonna double block, and this is really good news for me because now I can go down and bring my own Talonflame and farm all the way the opponent's Talonflame, granting us a nice amount of energy. However, this Talonflame, the opponent, despite the fact that it is being double debuffed, now triple debuffed, they can still fire off a move and take out our shield, but we have all that energy that we can spare, and I'm pretty sure I can go for the extra amount of moves against this Blastoise, because this Flame Charge will not do enough damage but will charge up our attack, so that means that the Brave Bird will be it. And now I'm gonna switch out to my Trevenant to farm up a little bit of extra energy, and now this Florges is gonna answer back with a Disarming Voice, but as you can see it doesn't do enough work, and we have the time to reach to that final Seed Bomb right on freaking time. Now we're gonna get into the next on trainers, and this is gonna be a really interesting one because we're having a Sylveon up on the lead, and it's gonna be arguably a very weird scenario for us, because you're gonna see in a while what I mean. So going in with that Walrein, I have a feeling that we're getting behind on the energy gains, so I will fire off this Earthquake and then try to bait or just go for another Earthquake. I'm not sure what I was thinking, but we took out the shield and this is gonna be absolutely awesome for us. I think we have to block here because this Walrein still has a lot of energy, and both my Talonflame and Trevenant might struggle a little bit with all that HP on that Walrein, so we have to stay in now and hopefully we can take the move, because if it is not an Earthquake we can survive it however it is, but we have enough HP to absorb one Icicle Spear and still farm down with our Trevenant. And this is why this is getting weird, because they went into my Talonflame with a Sylveon. I immediately made the switch because I was hoping to farm down the Walrein. Perhaps they were expecting this. If they did expect this, well, this is an amazing play by them, but if they did not expect this, I don't know what's happening. So I'm just gonna go here with my Incinerator, gonna block the Moonblast. They went for the Moonblast for a potential debuff. That was a pretty smart choice, to be honest, and they have a Cresselia. This is the time to show what Talonflame is really made of. Most probably fire, but yeah. Anyways, we're gonna go with the Flame Charge. They have the Walrein. We're gonna do the Great because I was really frustrated for them to catch a move, but it is pretty easy to catch a move when your opponent is using something like an Incinerate move or a Confusion or a Snarl. Yeah, you know what I mean. And right now Brave Bird is coming through after the first Flame Charge, and we're gonna take the victory against this Cresselia, because Cresselia, if it doesn't carry Future Sight, well, it loses pretty fair and square to Talonflame, and that was pretty easy for us to sweep with our Talon. So on the next one we're having this Drapion up on the lead, which is arguably a pretty solid Pokemon for Ultra League, because it is part poison, it is part dark, and also can deal neutral damage even to its counter, something like a Swampert for example. Gonna go ahead and block this Crunch, and then we have the time to go for a Flame Charge. If we can take a double shield here, that will be fantastic. If we cannot take not one shield at all, but we can just bring down this Drapion, we're gonna be on a very good spot overall as well. So Walrein here coming in, and we will try to bait with the Icicle Spear. Hopefully we take a shield, they know better, and we have the time to go with the Earthquake. Perhaps they think this is gonna be another Icicle Spear, and they do, so they're just gonna go down and they have another Fairy Water type at the back. This can be bad for us, but we have the time to go for a Brave Bird here. Gonna grab that shield out of them right on the edge before we get destroyed by those charms, because we do not have a lot of HP, to be honest. In other terms, I think that Talonflame can be a very good charm counter, and we have almost a double Seed Bomb ready to go, and this Primarina stands no chance. They know that, and we're gonna take a huge victory against this trainer. Now it's time to hop into the final one trainers against a very good lead, the Alola Ninetales. They are gonna go with a switch switch to the Mandibuzz, and like the Giratina matchup, I like to stay in a little bit more absorb one move because I know we can take it. Everything is a little bit bulkier here on Ultra League, and with that banked energy, I'm pretty sure on the end game we can at least take a Shield Out or even a Nuke on whatever they might throw in. Having the Icicle Spear on my Walrein, and then I will try to completely farm down. Let's see together if this is gonna be a good move. I'm not sure what I was thinking. Okay, they're gonna go for the switch, and I will try to fire off immediately my Earthquake, thinking that they caught a move, and yeah, here it is. So they take the huge Earthquake. Ninetales still holding up. We have to fire off a move because a Weather Ball is imminent, and we do not want that. So down it goes, and we still have some energy on our Talon, and also we have some really cool vamp up attacks on our Talonflame, which means that we are most probably gonna take a shield out of that Giratina. So Giratina answer back with a Dragon Claw. We're gonna bank the energy once again with a pure Brave Bird, and now we're gonna switch into our Trevenant. They switch into a Mandibuzz, and because we know it carries Dark Pulse, I'm pretty sure we can shield once and then completely farm down with Shadow Claws right on the edge here, and we have the time to go for the first Shadow Ball here. If they outspeed us, well, we got our Talonflame, so we did not go for the bait, and we just went for the Shadow Ball for the big nuke, and Giratina went freaking down. So that's all, trainers. Thank you for watching. I hope you had a wonderful time watching the video. I tried to make it as fun as I could, and with that said, be sure to leave a like before you go, subscribe to the channel if you already haven't, because as we have already said, it really helps our community here to grow even more, and I hope to see you all into the next one. Take care, trainers!